Okay, I'm back out for what isn't really going to be an investigation. It might turn into one, assuming I find the place. I'm back up in the Delaval Hall area to find a place called the Delaval Mausoleum, which was built by the Delaval family as a place to literally store the dead members of the Delaval family. However, the Delaval line, they had all died out by the time the mausoleum was constructed, so a bit of a deeply ironic twist to things there. And I believe also the actual people responsible for building Delaval Hall, the person who wanted to build that, he died before Delaval Hall was completed as well. So they were known as a family of practical jokers, I believe, and somewhat sadly ironic that fate had a cruel joke for them in the end, that they didn't get to see the completion of Delaval Hall, or have their... Actually no, there was one person buried in it, an admiral, very famous guy, but his body was exhumed and taken to the Canterbury Cathedral, I believe it might have been. So anyway, yeah, I'm here. The moon is waxing, it's getting bigger, come out of the new moon, and I'm going to head over a field into what I think might be the area of the mausoleum, but I just don't know. It's grid references, but I haven't plugged them into my phone. I've got a new GoPro which I'm trialing obviously tonight, so I'm keen to see what this looks like. And also I have a night vision camera which I'm going to be trying as well, so if I find a place, night vision camera, and I might do a tiny investigation. So I'm going to crack on, see what I can find. Okay, so I'm picking my way over this dark field, and I think the mausoleum is in that tree line ahead of me. I just don't know, but I'm going to pick my way over it and see. I've walked around 300 meters, 400 meters from the road now, so I'm just turning up the infrared. And like I say, I haven't used this camera yet, but we will. I'll see how it performs when I get up there. But so far so good. I've got really good vision on this, a good 100 yards in front of me. Anyway, okay, so far lost in a field. So I've arrived at the mausoleum. I might just be able to make out the silhouette of it behind me, but also this pretty big wall that I don't think I've got any chance of getting up. There might be a way in around the front, but it basically just looks like a mini Delaval Hall. And it's a weird place here. It's the wind, I think, and the moon shining through the branches. It just has a strange air to it. But I'm intrigued to get in just to check the place out, so I'm gonna have a scout around the perimeter, see what I can find. But yeah, it feels pretty remote here. Strange, odd place for sure. Okay, I found what I'm looking for. I don't know if I can get in. I think it might be fenced off, but this place is it's quite eerie. It looks like there's a wall. There it is. So I've come to the back of the mausoleum, and I don't think you'll be able to make out the silhouette of it at all, but the wind is non-existent here. And I think, as I said on the night vision video, I could have swore I heard voices here. It's a very strange place, even though this building probably, what can you say about it? It probably doesn't have a great deal of context or history other than what I said at the beginning of the video. It was set out to form an intention to hold the deceased family members of the Delville family, and that didn't happen. It did for one body, one person was buried there, and then they were removed. And since then it's just stood still. I guess it just hasn't had any time to connect with anything, people, memories, experiences. It just feels like an empty relic. But I am keen to maybe have a look over that wall and having an explore around the grounds. It's strange here, it's very strange. Okay, so I've walked right around the back, and it is surrounded by like a moat wall. You can just make it out, I believe, here, and it dips right down. I mean, I could get up, but I don't think I want to. I might well come back though. As I say, this was mainly just to scout the place out, but I keep thinking I'm hearing voices, people talking in the area. Okay, so I found a way to get in, and here I am. I believe there is a way to get inside here as well. It looks like it is fully open. Yeah, it's a pretty creepy looking place for sure. Okay, so I've picked my way in, as I said on the night vision video, and this side of the mausoleum, the wind is tearing across through the trees. It has a really strange feel to it. And that's probably what I heard before, voices carrying from way off in the distance, just being carried in on the wind. But this place feels unusual, strange, very spooky. I'm stood right outside it. It's thick with undergrowth. I'm going to just take another, shine my torch, just so we can get a better view of the outside. And look at that. Here's the old steps leading up. So sad to see all the graffiti and how it's been defaced. This is just the low IQ estate youth that we have in England today. dysgenically bred people come and vandalise things. Second, third, fourth generation thinking, welfare thinking, bad habits passed down. And this is the inheritance. We have the beautiful buildings like this that were created just to be defiled and not appreciated. Yeah, pretty horrible. Didn't expect it to be like this in here. Okay, so I've just gone into my night vision. Again, I've come to a new place. I'm just trialing some new equipment. I haven't been out for some time doing any adventures or investigations. I've missed it. The weather's been unconducive, non-conducive. So I thought I'd just, got myself a new GoPro 12 and a little cheap night vision camera. The cheapest one I could get, 1080p HP recording, and bought a little infrared attachment for it as well to complement the infrared that's built into the camcorder. And yeah, so far it looks really good on the screen, but yeah, we'll see what the audio looks like when I get home, see what the video quality looks like. But if it's so far it's not too bad. It is absolutely crazy looking at the top here. These open. I wonder if these would have been actually glass, so you could look up and see the stars, almost like a planetarium type effect. It's very geometric, and the arcs and the lintels as they loop round, depending on where you stand, it turns the semicircles and circles into quadrants and squares and things like that. It's quite a cool effect. So yeah, that's me done for the night. I've picked my way back down. Actually almost fell off here. I did drop my equipment. Luckily nothing broke. Or at least it hasn't right now, but it probably will have broken by the time I get home. But yeah, look at that though. I mean, I hope it's been picked up. It is it's got like an undertone of just pointlessness, sadness, regret, lost opportunity, drained hope. There's a complete sadness to it in a way when you think about what this was. It was constructed with such incredible intention, and it never met any of its aims, and it's just been left here for a couple of hundred years at least, just to what? Just to become defaced and vandalized and put to no real use. But yeah, I'm looking at it. It definitely has I'm looking at it and just feeling like a mixture of emotions. There's a remoteness here that shouldn't really be felt given how close we are to civilization. We've got Whitley Bay just over here, we've got Seaton Delaval, we've got Blythe. This is all within a few miles. And like I say, the stars are out in full force. And it should be beautiful. It should feel beautiful here, like a early winter evening. But instead, the way the wind is just cutting through those trees, and the backdrop of the moon here, and this shell of an old building. Yeah, it's haunted by not any form of paranormal activity. I just know that for certain, but haunted by just the past, in a sense, haunted by the failed hope that was attached to it. And that still stands, that still resonates for the place. When you think about all of the effort that went in, all of the vision, what this was supposed to signify, a lasting monument to a family that apparently did so much for the area, you know, made that incredible Delville Hall. And instead, it didn't meet any of its aims. And all of those people that worked on this, especially the family name, just passed out into oblivion, into nothing. Nothing exists of them. The family tree is done, finished, gone.